I have so many questions. Number one, what's the actual story?
We met on Tinder. What?
Oh, why are you so defensive?
You're a loser.
Why did I just get attacked? Is it because I'm single? I'm bad and bougie.
I fucking hate you.
This dry streak might end, if that's what you're referring to.
This voice, and it says, I know I'm here. Why are you ignoring me?
Are you smelling burnt toast, sir?
I said, oh.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
the Chipotle.
There's no way you could speak to them dancing that hard and so passionately.
You know what? I really may regret this.
All right. We're going to record in 3, 2. I've been recording this whole time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stop It, Stop It. Let me introduce the show. God, you're so antsy. I'm really glad there's video because this delay would make no sense otherwise. Welcome. It's cool. I get to look at someone and talk to them
Don't look
now.
at me.
Welcome to the I May Regret This podcast, coming to you with video for the first time ever. We got a camera there. We got a camera there. We got a camera there. That's it. We got 3 cameras. That camera's for you. Don't look at my camera, dude. We're back, man. And this time we're here to stay.
I'm recording every day, like without you though. Oh shit, I forgot to mention that.
Did you start a...
Yeah, do we want to stop now and I'll bring this up later?
Of course.
Okay, whatever.
Why would you ambush?
Let's just keep going. Welcome back, dude. We're back. We're back at it. Can you actually go like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you're just going to tell me how to sit. Okay. Little switch up. I wasn't expecting.
I'm freezing cold, man.
It's not that cold down here.
It is.
This episode is being brought to you live from my basement, where Daniel has not stopped complaining about the chilliness of it, I guess.
Yeah.
We were supposed to start, I would say 30 minutes ago, but he was complaining that he needed a tea.
It's been like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did actually get here at about 10. It's 12:30 now. So a lot has gone into setting this up.
2.5.
So if you hate this, I encourage you to tell us, but just know it'll shatter us internally because of everything we did to really make this happen.
Yeah. I'm shattered already, frankly.
Yeah. Just the thought of it kind of broke me. Now I'm going to do it. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to just put out a little disclaimer that we might not sound the best. And that's because we had to use one microphone. We tried to use 2 and it wasn't working.
We tried.
We gave it a shot, but now we're using 1 to capture both of our voices. So if it sounds a little poor, I'm sorry, but hey, worst quality to see our beautiful faces.
The audio probably spiked when I did that.
Yeah, probably. We don't have to. We can edit. You keep saying, do we have to restart? How much did you forget about podcasts?
Shout out to my sister who's going to edit this, and we're going to make this as hard as possible to edit, right?
Oh, she's going to do it?
She owes me. It's literally a signed contract.
Really?
Yeah.
I genuinely, I didn't know that.
No, there's no way I'm doing this. Yeah.
I thought we would be
hard.
doing this.
No.
Because I was kind of worried about when I said we had 3 cameras. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, this sucks.
How do we do this?
I don't know why people edit. Like, it sucks.
Maybe don't say that until she's done editing, because then she's gonna.
Well, she can edit this out and then she won't hear it, right?
No, but then if she edits it out. By the way, I have really cool fuzzy slipper sock things.
Yeah, and I don't have any. That's why I'm so cold. Basically,
Yeah. You have a latte. You're wearing a suit, man. By the way, if I seem underdressed, just know I was ambushed by this Bush League. I walk out of my fresh shower this morning and see you standing in my brother's room.
This is just what I do. I wear suits.
On a consistent basis?
I wear suits, Kunal.
Why?
When I go to work, I wear a suit. When I come home, wear a suit. When I go to bed, I wear a suit. When I take a shit, wear a suit. I'm still wearing it. I don't take it off.
The work thing makes sense. Why do you wear it when you go to sleep? Like, I can even excuse using the washroom. It's already on, so you're using the washroom. I take it off.
Here's what I realized.
Don't do that. Don't make
you look good.
You feel good? Is that what you're gonna say? Because I will. I'll leap across this table and attack you. I can do that now.
You feel good.
You suck, man. I won't actually do it because I'm worried I'm gonna break our very, very delicate
We did
setup.
set this up for 2 hours. Yeah.
We
actually can't move because these are very precariously set up.
Yeah.
This is set up with a upside down kind of leaf bowl.
Yep.
Would you like a leaf glass?
Actually,
bowl?
that's perfect.
And this is
set up on my bottle of vodka.
with a tenth of about a tenth full of vodka.
I got a little
plastic
crazy
bottle.
last night. I had a siesta.
Some Prince Igor in a way.
Huh?
You had a siesta?
Yeah. What did you say?
I said a Prince Igor. Igor?
Oh, you're saying the name of the vodka, Prince Igor? They're actually not paying us, so I'd appreciate if you stop doing that.
Simone, I looked here as if the camera was here. Simone, bleep it out and then put our own product placement. I'll send you some stuff.
Earth One or something?
Earth One, yeah. Earth One vodka.
This would actually be a great time to announce. So everyone knows, I think we've talked about it before on the podcast, how my brother Ankur and good friend of the show Sid and another good friend of the show sometimes here Daniel are all part of this startup.
You think I'm a good friend of the show? You think I'm a friend of the show?
Acquaintance of the show Daniel have taken over the startup that they've created called Earth One. And I think they're doing a lot of great work. And I don't think I've ever actually taken the time to express I live with Ankur and I'm on calls with you and Sid all the time. So I see how much like insane amount of effort and hours you guys put into this, which I think is really cool. On the heels of that, and this is something that I've actually been thinking about for a while. And since we have been talking about doing a podcast, I thought this would be a good time to bring it up too. I'm starting a rival company. Earth None is the name of the company, with the intention to bring you fuckers down, dude. Do you want in or what?
I want into me going down.
Well, no, because you'd be on the right side of history if you join Earth None.
Well, why is that?
Because like we don't have a business plan. It's just do little shitty little dickling things to Earth One to drag it down, and I want you.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What's a little shitty thing?
So like Ankur is my brother and we live in the same house, and while he's working, I'll just maybe light his clothes on fire or something, just kind of distract him from his. Why are you laughing?
And this is a company?
Yeah. Exactly right. You understand the premise.
Have you pitched to investors yet? Have you had talks with any like angel investors? Like
what? It's
like to get money for the company, or like do you not? I guess it's.
I'll keep talking, dude.
I guess.
What?
Don't talk with your mouth.
If you don't keep talking, it's not going to make for good podcast. Finish your sentence, man.
I think there's. Are you gonna? So you open a bag, eat one chip, or you're gonna put it away?
I missed you, man. You didn't talk to me.
Too.
Like, I know we're co-hosts. I always thought we were kind of friends. You never reach out to me.
No, it was mainly for like podcasting. Yeah, that's what I realized. It's like as soon as we stopped doing the podcast, I was like, why am I gonna ever talk to you, right? But we're back, so it's good to see you. I guess.
Yeah. You came over this morning at 10 a.m. You haven't said a word to me all day. You quietly walked into my basement. You set all this up. I said, hey, man, it's really good to see you. You didn't say a word. I said, I would love to help you set some of this up because it looks like you're struggling. You didn't say a word. Then you looked.
I was probably too cold from your basement because you came in with slippers and stuff.
The slippers, I can guarantee you, are not making that much of a difference. Overall, you needed a suit jacket on to warm you up, and my slippers would not have prevented that. You needed a latte.
Kunal, I wear suits.
We're not doing this again.
Because when you look,
you know what? Let's gab. Let's gab.
Should we?
Let's gab,
dude.
Let's
fucking gab.
What have you been up to,
dude? I've just been like,
whoa. We both just.
But I did it like this way.
What are you doing?
I'm really comfortable.
They can't hear you though.
That's why I'm yelling now.
We're so bad at this.
It is kind of scary that I don't know if anyone can hear me right now.
Probably can't.
Probably sounds like shit. Yeah.
So what have you been up to, man?
Dude, I've been doing a few different things.
That's really crazy. So for me, what it's been for the most part is I've just been in a better place mentally.
Really?
Yeah. I would say the number one reason would be because I can't believe you're letting me do this. That's awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. For those of you
distracted, or what was you?
I was trying to make a point.
You pulled out a hair.
I was trying to make a point. I had to do all that over again. So For those of you
pulled
who
out a hair from your, there was another one.
there's a lot Cleo sheds. So for those of you who have listened to the podcast before, you know that school and I never really got along. we hated each other. Christ, man. School and I never got along. We hated each other. Primarily, it was me hating school. School couldn't really hate me back.
I did.
I'd be okay with that, quite honestly. We did a podcast or an episode once in September.
You in the school?
Huh?
You in the school did a podcast?
No, you and I.
Ah.
About me going back to school in September, and like that is the one episode where noticeably I have been told you actually sound awful, like you sound sad.
Who said that?
Sid said it, Unkur said it, one other person who I can't remember off the top of my dome said it, and I definitely heard it too.
Usually people say like you sound bad in everyone, and I'm like kind of one that keeps it going. So I guess that was like probably
they say
one of the same ones, but
they
like,
say I sound bad in all of our episodes.
Yeah.
Just the
anyways, yeah, like so school.
That's you again. You, I don't like how you think you can just casually drop these bombs on me in the middle of an episode and then tell me to continue. People tell me that some people say that I'm like, I've heard that I'm like good.
You should try wearing suits. Because I think
I hate you.
You look good.
You sicken me to look
when
at.
you look good. You
unreal. Oh my god, unreal.
feel good. I
know.
swear to God,
No,
I did not know there was a hair there, and I pulled it out.
I'm telling you, when you live with Cleo, just grab at anything.
When you live with Cleo,
there's a hair.
It's like that dog that like I didn't get to see for like the first
You're seeing her now,
year
right? Anyways, dude, let me finish.
Okay, school and whatever.
I
you said that on a
graduated.
podcast.
I graduated. Since we last spoke, I've moved on from that chapter in my life.
Now you're a working little boy.
And I'm happy. I'm happy.
You're happy?
Knowing I don't have to prepare for a midterm after we're done here, knowing that I don't have to worry about going to a lecture or taking notes in class and then having to review those notes, it is the most freeing thing possibly ever, knowing that next September, it'll just be another work month for me and not a whole back to school month. Seriously, words can't describe how, no, don't laugh. I'm serious. Words can't describe how freeing this is. I hate it.
You hate how freeing it is?
I hated it, is what I meant to say.
But
I mean, really, it's like, it's also kind of crazy. Like you think about when you're done school, at least I've been thinking about it. This is a large majority of my life that this monster has consumed.
Yeah.
School, like you've kind of been doing it forever. I don't know. Over like what, 70% of my life, I guess, has been in school. So little of my life has been not having to prepare to go back or anything, that it's just weird. It's like, so I guess this is it now forever.
Yeah, it is a weird feeling, right? It's like
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, this is just it forever now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just work until you retire, which
Right.
is like basically like
2 years from now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You're making that type of money.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because I told you I started that business.
Earth None.
No, the other one where I just rob people.
Oh yeah.
So that's been
Buses-
helping financially.
Buses mainly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's been good. I do enjoy
Hey,
it.
you got the freaking Apple Watch and your AirPods.
I
right?
had this
So
during
you gotta
school.
be rich.
Had both of those during
You're
school.
rich now.
I had both of those during school.
How much does that chain cost, dude? How much does that chain cost?
You know what? Listeners weigh in on how much you think, they probably can't see me. How much do you think this chain costed? All right. I'm going to give everyone.
Don't touch the table.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm sorry to anyone's ears who heard that. I'm going to give everyone listening 10 seconds to think about how much this chain costed. And we'll give you absolute silence to think about it. Ready? Starting now.
Well, what's
Starting now.
absolute?
Starting now.
Like no sound?
Starting now.
I feel like they
Need silence, you fucking idiot. Stop breathing. Starting now. Okay, you let me know when you're done moving and then we'll start. Stop talking. Starting now. Again, you're moving, right? Starting now. Fuck me. Dude,
you
$200 minus 180.
don't Snap. You know what I just noticed? Like now that we're on video, I'm afraid of man spreading in a way.
What?
I never had to worry about it. I was naked during most of our podcasts, but this is like
I know and we've talked about
when
this.
you look,
you always turned on your video, and I couldn't ever tell anyone that you were nude.
Why not?
That was sick for you to do to me.
You asked me to.
This is also the debut of my new glasses.
It is.
No one has seen this yet. I got them 2 days ago, so like only a handful of people.
Actually, really?
Yeah.
Was I the first person to see it yesterday or whenever we talked?
So other than my parents,
what the fuck, man?
They live here. Again, you said you don't even like talking to me if it's not for the podcast, so why are you mad? I think you were actually probably like the fourth person to see it. That's pretty special.
Could be better.
Really?
Could be better.
Okay. I think that's pretty special.
So Ankur, your parents.
Yep. And Sid also, I think. Yeah, Sid maybe.
Oh, Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that only listens to his own podcast. But like,
you know that
we have an actual show together.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up, but.
Well, I'm glad you said it.
Anyways, this is the debut.
Oh my god, the veins in your neck were popping out.
So what about you, man? I do feel bad I cut you off.
Well, I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
I'm really happy for you to be out of the bubble. We talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this before. We're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah.
No, we've talked about it before. Like school is definitely like a bubble,
Mm.
right? Like it's just like it's so chaotic. You have classes at 7 p.m. and then you have classes at like 8 a.m. the next day, and
Yeah.
for 9 hours, and it's like, what is happening?
Exactly.
You can't plan or schedule anything because there's like group projects and random
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then at least when you're out, it is kind of just like, all right, I'm just going to tirelessly work for the rest of my life. That's kind of daunting. But you know what? You get over that. And it's like, at least I can plan my days. You know, if you want to work out or whatever, just work out.
Exactly.
If you want to plan a social thingy,
Exactly.
then, you know, you just do it ahead of time. But
well, also like the way I've been seeing it, I know it sounds like it's probably for someone who's literally 2.5 months, 3 months removed from school. I don't know. I looked at my watch. For someone who's only 2.5 or 3 months removed from school, it's probably easier to say this than someone who's been doing it for a while. But I think the only reason I'm not looking at it as like a daunting, this is it, work for the rest of my life, is because, like, so I got a full-time job right out of school, and that's in itself is pretty fucking fortunate.
mhm.
I have friends who are still looking for jobs and whatnot, and I was in a pretty lucky situation that all worked out. So like immediately I'm always thinking of how to like climb that career ladder. And so I'm also like, it's like a challenge for me. It's not like a daunting, like this is it every day, 9 to 5, and it's never going to change. But more so just I'm kind of excited to try to keep going up because I've gotten off to a good start so far. I want to knock on wood, but for everyone's ears, I won't.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Just like,
That was really soft, dude. It was just
yeah, we're editing it. Like, let's start over.
I didn't want to jinx myself.
Like, it's 3 times, and that's too much.
It was so soft.
My sister told me, she said 3 times, and you're out.
I just hit it again. That one was an
4.
accident, though.
4. No, 4.
That was an accident, though. Okay. Anyways, I'm trying to have a positive outlook. Is what I'm saying.
No, that's good. Yeah, it'll come to an end. That's for sure.
I am actually laughing, but I think you're kind of sad. Oh, come on, dude.
Oh my god, I have an oily T-zone.
It's true. Yeah, sorry.
Do you notice anything like different about me? Like, just like
Earrings, you got those?
no, like I had those before.
Okay. You're wearing a suit. That's pretty new.
I mean, we talked about.
You look like you're in
something
great
different.
shape. You've been working out.
No, it's not that. But I appreciate
Okay,
it.
there's a compliment.
I got my eyebrows done.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, don't you? You suck. That's why your T-zone's oily. It
That
just
tasted so bad.
Of course.
Tastes like salt.
Uh-huh.
I have a
Yeah.
salty T-zone, I
When did
guess.
you do your eyebrows?
This morning.
Really? You do it yourself?
Yeah.
That's really awesome, man.
Yeah. No, I do it myself.
You are leaning away, very
Yeah, I do
shy.
it myself.
Okay. They can't hear that.
What's that?
Probably very hard to
Oh,
hear.
are we recording?
What?
So what's new with you, man?
What is new with you, though? Truly.
No, just ruin the fucking entire everything.
My immediate reaction.
You are not professional at all.
My immediate
This is
reaction
why.
was
This is
to
why.
look at you in shock. I'm sorry. Continue.
Why don't you get a bigger bottle?
It's good. This is good. Stop making fun of me.
Honestly, like
Dipshit.
when you look good. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I was regretting this question because we said we need to catch up. Let's think about what we need to catch up about.
Mhm.
Career-wise and stuff, it's just been a complete blur.
Okay.
I've been working hard at work. My day job. It's been going well.
Nice voice crack, dude. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, we're editing this. And yeah, I've been working hard at that. One, we're excited. We're gonna launch products soon. I'm not gonna commit to a date yet, but yeah, we're super excited to dish out some products.
Nice.
Spring.
Yeah.
2022.
Oh, so you did just kind of commit
Coming
to a
soon.
timeline.
I mean, spring is kind of like.
Okay.
Anyways, so I've
awesome.
been excited about that. Yeah, I can't think of anything specific on that front,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's fine.
in the dating kind of realm, like there's been some.
Dude, stop that. You're a baby.
What?
What? What's the update?
I got a girl. I swear to God, dude, I actually did. Did you hear me or?
Yeah, I just I think we're done here. I think we're good, right? We
What
got
do
enough
you-
we got enough content. You can stop recording. I'll get the cameras and then
You think we're good?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we didn't.
you said girlf?
Because I don't have time.
Stop.
Friends.
Stop.
Oh, I just thought of that right now, dude. I swear to fucking.
That's awesome, man. I'd love to meet
Yeah.
her one day.
Yeah, you can meet her probably like, I don't know. Well, I guess like how many people saw your glasses first? Yeah, so maybe like that many.
4 people. That's it. I have to imagine 4 people already met her.
No, more like probably like 25 or something.
Okay, so clearly it's time. It's so time. It's overdue. What are you talking about, man?
It's good use of your hands now that we're in video.
Oh, I actually always talk like this. Even when we weren't in video, this is how I talk. I use my hands. I'm very expressive.
Yeah, maybe we should stop moving because I'm like kind of picking up some. I feel like there's audio going to be picked up from that. So
From that?
yeah.
Okay, dude. Ew, you look so mad at me.
What do you mean, ew?
Stop that. Stop it. Well, now I have other people to look at. I don't need you.
Other people?
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Okay, I am. Anyways, continue. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. How's that been?
Oh, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
You have a girlfriend now.
Oh no, I have a girl. Yeah.
How's that been? Congrats,
Great.
man.
Thank you, dude.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Like, what's it like to not be alone?
Fucking loser. No, it's good. Yeah, I just feel better than like most people. Yeah. No, it's
Come a bit closer, man.
oh, sorry.
No worries.
It's good. Yeah. No, it's been feels like it's a whole new. I feel like I have room for 3 things in my life. And before I was working on the Backyard Movement, which is my charity. I was working on Earth One.
And then it was me. I was the third thing. So then, so what is it
Yeah.
now?
Legitimately for a little bit, but the podcast was so taxing. Like in the beginning, it actually was like, it
It's
did
true.
take a part of my life.
Yeah.
Remember we started this up and like setting up like all the different networks and stuff, setting up on like Podbean and like
Yeah. That
figuring
was,
out audio and all this. Like literally it was like a full-time job for
Yeah.
2 weeks.
that was not fun. And then you were also doing all
I had a
the.
blast. Yeah, I guess because you never fucking gave a shit.
Are you kidding me? I gave all the shits.
Do I look like a therapist or something? I'm like,
Kind of, but you're being really mean.
like, tell me about yourself, you fucking idiot. This is how my therapist treated me. so-
Oh my god, that explains so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue though. You were saying 3
Oh,
things.
3 things. Yeah. So I feel like this is the relationship. Interestingly, has taken a 3rd thing. So it's like now I have my Like basically, I'm saying I have no time for charity. And it's her fault, I think.
Oh my god,
think she-
you monster! You put that on her.
Yeah.
I don't know why I look
it's
that way
really-
as if she was there. But,
Hey.
yeah. There's no one there. I don't get why we're doing that. Like, hey, is there someone there? Oh, I can't tell. Continue, man. Stop putting her on the spot.
Who?
No one. That's the bit, dude. There's no one there.
Well, I was playing into it, and then you kind of fucked it up.
Fuck me, dude. Okay, sorry. I feel like I
I
keep
don't know what
cutting
is
you
there to
off.
talk about. So, like, yeah,
Like, how'd you guys meet?
I feel like
I actually don't know if I remember how you guys met. Like, I know it was explained to me at the party, but I don't remember.
so. Basically, I'm at a skating rink, right?
Is this serious?
So I'm at a skating rink, and so I'm skating around. I'm like really fucking good.
Okay, you're fucking with me.
I'm like,
This isn't real.
and
You asked.
everyone's like watching and cheering me on, which generally happens just 'cause
Of
I'm,
all
like,
things you
talented.
picked in this
I'm
lie,
talented.
you chose to pick skating.
Yeah.
Why not just like playing basketball? or
Well, because
something?
it's a real story.
This isn't. What's the story?
So, anyways, so I see this girl and she's about to fall. She's kind of going like,
Yeah,
whoa.
Mhm.
So I thought, oh, let me like slide in here and really help her out. Right. So I slide in and go like that.
You're doing a
Then
bit.
we just the camera, go like, and catch her like this.
I'm not okay with this.
And then I go, whoa, that was a close one. And then I pick her back up. She goes, oh my God, thank you so much. And what can I say? It was history from then on. Questions?
So
I
many.
touched the thing again.
Congrats, man. You've ruined the show. I have so many questions. Number one, what's the actual story?
We met on Tinder. What?
Oh, why are you so defensive?
You're a loser.
Why did I just get attacked? Is it because I'm single? Dude, you're ruining the show actively. What'd you do?
On Tinder? Like we matched and then like.
Oh no, I thought you knocked. Okay, you know what?
No, we're
Congrats,
fine.
man. Okay.
We're fine. Yeah.
Okay. What is happening with you right
I don't
now?
know. Were we always like this, or is this like?
I think it's just you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just bugging out right now. You gotta.
What were we talking about?
I don't know anymore. I guess we're
So yeah, we met skating.
okay. Oh, fuck me. Well, congrats, man.
Thank you.
It's nice. It's nice to see. Because I was just minding my own business last night, and then I see this
Minding your own business.
story come up of you two looking really cute. And I was just gonna say you guys look happy, and I was happy for you, but then
Yes,
you
I-
made fun of me. So, anyways, I get it. You're in a relationship, so you get to do that kind of stuff.
What's the dating life for you looking like right now? Let's hear the. Oh shit. Simone, just cut to me for a second. Yeah. So
No.
just shut the fuck up. I'll work it out.
You kind of caught me at a bad time here, pal.
Why?
So,
You're quivering.
well, things are just a bit hard, you know, but I'm
Yeah.
happy because I'm married to my job, you know what I mean? And so
Right.
like,
Right.
stop, don't give me that condescending look.
No, I'm just saying
Okay.
that's
I mean, so I was back at university, like living there for my last semester.
and what was your
September to
address?
December.
Or
Sorry?
your address?
I don't live there anymore. There's
No, I mean your current address.
You want me to say this house's address?
Yeah. Like where your parents live.
What do you get out of that? You're here
It's
already.
just part of the story. Like,
No, you just want me to be.
like people are going to be confused if they don't know the address.
It's actually not part of the story. That's the best part.
Okay, what's
Okay.
that after?
So I was living there, by the way, not here, there at Hamilton.
And your parents' address?
You're trying to out my parents, dude. They gave you a latte.
A lot of what?
Take a walk. Take a walk. I'll finish my story. Take 5.
Okay. When do I?
Take 5. 5. Take 5.
5 steps.
Just sit down. Sit down, man. All right. I was in Hamilton, and it was fun, honestly. First of all, everyone, like, you can tell, like, I know some people still lived there on campus in 2020. I didn't. But like, things were still shut down. You can tell everyone was dying to get out again back at school.
Yeah.
Homecoming was a blast at McMaster. A car got flipped over. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, some people got a little too excited.
Was that what's that street? Dalewood or something?
Oh yeah. Nah. Yeah. Yes, you are correct. Yeah. Anyways,
And you flipped the car.
I don't talk about it anymore. I actually know. So I did see it before it got flipped, and I saw people like playing, like whatever, just being weird and drunk around it. And then I walked away with my friends minding my own business. And then one of my other friends stayed back, and then he comes running over and he's like, "They flipped the car. I tried to stop them, but they wouldn't listen. They just flipped it." I was like, "Oh my God." So that's the energy that was
It's
surrounding.
really progressed. Wow. I remember like when I was there, it was maybe 2nd or 3rd year, and it like first started happening on that street.
Yeah.
Where it was like this big kind of block party, I guess.
It's
right?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But the craziest thing that happened was just like people would climb a tree or something. It was like not that crazy.
Yeah.
Sid ate a leaf
I've seen the video.
leaves.
Yeah.
from a tree.
I've seen the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
there's,
that was what we did, but you guys flipped cars, so
well, I didn't participate in
fucking
that.
Gen Zs.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm telling you, I swear.
What, this is insane. I mean, honestly, though, I do. So I also think that, being inside for the past year didn't help. I mean, it contributed to that, is what I'm saying. Probably.
Sure.
It should. That doesn't justify it, but that's probably why people were extra, just over the top.
Are you getting like
A little
work
emotional.
signs?
Yeah. So anyways, that was kind of besides the point. I was back at school for those 4 months, and it was a blast. I was not really focused on like the dating scene at the time, with getting to, like, I obviously would get out and meet new people, and that was all great, but I wasn't looking for anything in particular with anyone, because there was a particular situation that I was more so just one situation that I was investing my time in.
right?
So yeah, so I was there for 4 months, but was just strictly focusing on that one thing, and then that one situation fell apart. No, yeah, not a happy ending. Little messy, actually. A little messier than I wanted it to be.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you actually like.
No, I didn't. So I told you.
So tell me literally everything, including her parents' address too.
So I told you parts of it, and then when it kind of all came to an end, and it didn't work out, I told you parts of it, and then maybe like 2 weeks afterwards, it kind of reopened and then closed.
Oh
in
my
not a
God.
great way. Yeah, I don't want to get into specifics right now, but I will tell you after we're done.
Oh my. Well, what you got to give the this is the audience. You got to give the audience.
We literally
a little,
have cameras to point to.
guys.
Yeah. What? Sorry.
You have to give them a little something, just a little, like like a little spice,
Of
Like it doesn't have to be like a tandoori chicken, but it's like if you're making a
Sorry.
soup, put a little chili.
why?
powder
Why
in
did you have to say tandoori chicken? Does that have anything to do with the hue of my skin?
the hue,
Did I use that wrong?
like
'Cause,
Hefner.
like, I'm Indian.
Oh,
Hefner. Nice, man.
thanks.
Put her there, dude. Sure. I mean, it wasn't an actual relationship. It was possibly working towards one, at least, was the intention.
On both sides.
That's the confusing part.
Mhm.
I would say at the end, it didn't seem like that was the case, which is new for me, because I don't really, I don't know to what extent I've talked about that side of myself on the podcast. I mean, I know you know this, but I've never really been like the relationship type. Have I talked to even you
I
about
don't know,
this?
probably.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really been the relationship type. It's not like I've actively closed myself off to the idea of one. But it was more so like if it naturally happens, it will. But it just especially early on when I was a bit younger too, I just wasn't really capable of developing and maintaining those emotions. And it maybe just was because like I was young and university was new to me and whatnot. So I just didn't really have that. But that perspective just changed out of nowhere. and it really hits you like a truck because there's no preparing for it. You don't just wake up one day and you're like, you know what, I think my emotions are softening up. It just kind of happened, at least to me, where I was like, oh wow, I kind of feel differently for once. And so yeah, I tried to make things work, but it was a bit of a messy situation altogether.
Do you think school and like your situations there had anything to do with it? Because I remember like from the beginning, it sounded like this whole thing was pretty confusing.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of that was having to do with school, internships, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
But now that you guys are out of school, so it's almost like,
I think
don't know
that
if she is, but
no, she is. And I think that definitely played a part, but I would say that is probably a bridge that can't be repaired yet. So even though we're out of school now, I don't really think that,
wow,
like something can always change down the road, sure, but short term, probably not now.
Hmm.
I'm like being so careful to not give specific, like this is probably the most like shrunken down version of myself I've ever been on the podcast because I don't want to say too much.
You are a shrunken little boy.
I get it, you're tall, you're 6'4", man. Congrats. You know what? That was fucked up, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. But
You know what? Just for that. Ow.
whoa, dude. Oh, yeah. Clipped me, bud. Christ. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Where'd it go? Where'd it
We'll
go?
find it later.
Okay. Anyways, found it.
So like, don't ever do that again.
You got it. Yeah, so I would say so that all kind of came to an end officially. Like it looked like it came to an end near the end of December and then officially came to an end like second week of January, I would say. And that's the extra stuff you don't know about, which I'll tell you about once we're done. And so after that, I would honestly say I was relatively surprisingly okay. I thought I would be engulfed in just like negative emotions and then not really wanting to move forward much. But that wasn't the case. I think I was just relieved that because like you said, from the start, it's kind of always seemed like a confusing situation. I think I was just, even though it didn't work out, relieved that it was over. Like no more mental gymnastics, which I hate and will never look to do again. So that probably helped in the whole process of getting over it. Now, obviously, it's still someone you care about. You'll miss them. But I think generally speaking, like it's not like, oh, I feel like I'm too damaged to talk to anyone again for a little bit. I don't feel that at all, which I think is good. I think it's a much healthier place than I expect it to be in. So at this point, it's weird. So like you said, so being at school probably played a factor in why it was that particular situation. Sure, it was a little more confusing. But now it's also like, again, like this new arena of like when you're at school, it's so easy to meet people. You're living in a university town, you're going to parties every week, and
crazy guy.
I'm like really cool. I like go to bars, dude.
Yeah.
And seriously,
You
though,
never like invite me though.
you were graduated. You want me to invite you to a bar with my?
Yeah.
I guess I could have.
I can still hang.
Oh, you loser, dude.
I'm still cool.
You were
'Cause I'm
never
not a
cool.
fucking
That's
Gen
crazy.
Z.
You were never cool.
No, I'm on TikTok.
Oh, nerd. I'm not even on TikTok. I'm serious, you're not. No. Yeah, you.
I mean,
can't.
I'm not.
No,
either.
you can't hang, dude. I'm sorry. Just be happy you're here doing this podcast with me, okay? You're getting enough.
Yeah.
You greedy ass. Can I continue? You look like you're seriously about to cry, dude. Okay, you can come to a bar with us.
You mean it?
You lit up instantly. No, I
Let's
don't.
go, dude.
No,
Right now.
yeah, no. I was lying. I just
Oh.
wanted you to stop that face forever. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So I mean, it's such a different. Like you're. What?
You're there.
You're laughing,
No,
and I know
no,
people
no.
saw that. It's not like I'm going insane.
You're there.
Okay, so sure. I mean, it's so much easier to meet people, and seriously, in a virtual like school environment, that's something you actually can't relate to. So buckle up.
Like, how is buckle up funny?
So at least in my experience, online school became a lot easier. So you care even less. So I probably would have in normal
Right.
school already made bad decisions to like go out on a weeknight when I shouldn't. But in online school, there were seriously like there were no limits. It was
Yeah,
bad.
you like go to the university, and you're not going to classes
No.
in person. So it's like you were literally just.
I was
at
literally
the
there for a
expensive party.
vacation house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally like a getaway. I've been inside the same house for over a year.
Yeah,
Get out.
and it
live with
was
my
a
friends.
ghetto way, because it was shit. It was shitty, right?
Okay. So now though, like now it's kind of different because I'm like, so there's that world, so much easier to meet people. Literally, you don't even have to try and you'll meet someone. And then you're back home, or at least in my situation, I'm back home now,
Mhm.
working a full-time job. Sure, remote, but still living in a town where not a lot happens. And it's like,
What
how
address is that?
do you, I hate, fuck you. It's like, how do you meet people, I guess? Like, unless
Yeah.
you're going through a dating app, it's complete, which I'd never really have subscribed to.
It's tough, yeah.
It's like, it's so
I
different.
felt like in the dating, it was almost like a necessary evil because as much as you want that like genuine, like, you know, you just kind of meet them in person and it's just
Yeah.
natural chemistry, you kind of hit them up later, like whatever. Unless you're like actively asking friends to hang out and meet and telling them to bring their friends that you don't know, or you're joining like clubs and like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to join a running club and meet these people. I'm going to join a boxing gym and meet these people. I'm going to join a chess club or whatever.
Chess club, dude.
If you're a fucking nerd.
Put her there.
Yeah, then it's like really hard to meet people naturally. So it's like, well, you might as well go on the dating app sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about it, I think, too much maybe on the podcast.
Perhaps,
our online dating game.
Yeah, I mean,
experience. But yeah, I felt like it was a necessary evil. I didn't necessarily enjoy that until like you actually meet in person.
Yeah.
But the whole process of like,
that's
that's
the
just a
thing. Like,
fucking bummer.
I do enjoy texting. I think I'm a kind of a beast in the texting capacity. Actually, I have
Really?
capabilities beyond my
You have
belief.
capabilities, but you can't text me, I guess, right? Like when I text you, it's almost like, I guess.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm
Is
a
your-
really good texter in general. But the thing is, I would say I shine more in a conversation with someone, like when I
Mm.
get to kind of let my sense of humor out. And yeah, albeit like at the expense of the girls, they typically 9 or 10 times maybe end up in tears or offended or something. But like still kind
Like
of
tears because they're laughing?
no, they're like legit sad. Yeah.
Is that because like they're sad for you or you?
No. Like I took it too far. Yeah. So they're sad for them and it's because of me. Yeah. But like other than that, like I feel like I'm pretty good in person.
Other
And
than that,
yeah, like it's a minor detail, dude. Don't harp over it. But I mean, other than that, I do think I'm pretty like that. That's really my strong suit. And I just don't like I don't love the idea of having to kind of sell someone because I feel like, and I don't use dating apps a lot, so I might be wrong, but I feel like in terms of dating apps, the perspective is you literally just kind of have to sell someone on you literally at face
yeah,
value.
it's a dating resume. It's like all your pictures, and then it's like an interview.
And that's
process
it. Like
too.
nothing about you technically. I know you can put a bio or whatever, but I still feel like for the most part, it's literally just if I am physically attracted to you at the time or not.
Yeah,
Which is fine. I mean, that's technically how it works in person too.
yeah. It's like you're physically attracted to someone,
So
like
then
kind
you'll
of
start
connects you,
talking.
and then you
Exactly.
actually realize.
Yeah, but it just feels a lot more fluid in person.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. And you can't pick up on like the little things. Like you can't pick up on someone's like kind of personality or like their kind of their quirks.
Exactly.
I guess.
No, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. And so that's where it's kind of now it's this entirely new world where it's like I've never wanted to use dating apps. I've never needed to. I've been happy without them. But now it kind of feels like if I do want to, like I'm not in a rush to meet someone, but if that changes or if I do want to, and I have to kind of start meeting new people, I feel like it has to be through apps or
Yeah.
like I'd need to, and eventually I would like to move.
Which is lame as fuck. Do you feel like you're, like, do you feel excited to do that? Or are you more just like kind of happy with your new lifestyle at home for now?
I'm currently happy with my new lifestyle because I am somehow, some way, gonna knock really.
Like you don't need to
really
knock
lightly.
on stuff.
I'm enjoying work and it's going well so far. So I'm okay with my current lifestyle, but I've said for a while, I mean, the prices aren't helping, but my plan has been to move to Toronto and kind of get out of here and live.
Moving. This is
yeah.
news to me.
Yeah. So I've been trying to find a way to say this. I'm living with you now.
What do you mean?
I am your new roommate.
What? How?
It's funky financial footwork and it kind of ties into the whole school bus robbing business, but manufactured it in a way where I'm your new roommate and technically like I'm not on the lease and technically
Yeah,
your
you're
current
not.
roommate still is on the lease. Technically your current roommate also doesn't know about this, but he just won't be living there anymore. So you don't have to worry about that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm about to ambush you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Speaking of what's changed,
Uh-huh.
I'm moving
Wait, what?
to Alaska.
Dude.
No, but I am moving.
Really? Seriously.
Moving downtown.
So
Even
I
though I'm kind of already downtown.
asked you at the start of the show what's new, and you said nothing. And now again, you just casually drop a bomb on me, dude. Wait. Oh God, what have you done? So you're moving.
I'm moving, yeah.
Seriously,
yeah.
when? Where? That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm moving
Congrats,
to
man. We're 2 people.
yeah.
Okay, let's do
Like
this.
not you.
Who? Who else? Who would it be? If it's not me, I'm curious.
Friend of the podcast, Mr. Dempsey Wood.
Really? Wait, what?
I don't know what that.
Dempsey's
I feel like
coming
that-
back here?
He's coming back. Yeah, he finished his Saskatooning.
Really?
Now he's going to be
I
in Toronto
literally, I
20
know
and-
none of. I've known none of
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. So how about we fucking we find a 3-man spot and we just
Maybe like let's talk after.
okay. No, let's talk now.
We'll see.
We'll find a 3-man spot. Me, you, Dempsey. Oh, getting
Simone, cut this out.
getting
Dude,
dirty.
I'm actually fucking done. Like, we're not, like, I know we're joking and stuff in the pub, but like, you're not fucking moving in with me. Okay.
I didn't think it was.
Okay. Simone, we'll go back in 3, 2, 1. All right. Yeah. So yeah, moving in.
Awesome. When?
Like April. So like pretty soon, maybe like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your work day.
Mhm.
What's that? You're like, your mouth is moving, but you're not really
Oh,
projecting your voice.
hummus.
Baba Ganoush?
Wait, that's awesome though. When are you guys actually like? When is he coming back? And then when are you planning to move? I'd imagine same.
I think like so our lease starts April 15th, but I think he's probably gonna move in a couple weeks after that. And yeah, I'm probably gonna move. I don't know, basically late April.
How long is the lease locked in for?
It's 12 moonarunos.
Okay, just say
Like
months.
months.
Just say months.
Yeah.
How far is it from your current? Because you're already downtown.
I'm already kind of downtown. Yeah, this is like pretty central though. Because
Explain it to me like I'm not from Toronto. Like pretty central to me means nothing.
like near like central Toronto. Am I like too far from the mic?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I was on kind of like west side, which is like Queen West, and now I'm moving to
What's better about where you're going?
the place itself is a lot better. There's a ton more space.
Nice.
Um
I'm glad I got to see your old place before it got shipped away. Then that's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know, it's just good to have a change. I'm excited to live with my dude.
Me and Dempsey, yeah.
Yeah, someone let's
No, come on. Because that was the most scared I've ever been. Okay, yeah. Hello? You still there? Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, are we good? Are we back?
Yeah. What was
Okay.
your question?
You just kind of stopped talking.
I know, yeah. I thought about bringing something up and then I thought it's a bit too fucking sad.
Well, now I got it. You made me walk through my sad love life. So
Yeah, true.
your turn. I want to cry.
I meant it would be sad for you.
Oh. Okay. I can handle it.
I'm bluffing. I don't actually have anything with that. Like,
Yeah, you do.
I
You
don't.
do, dude.
I don't, dude. I'm not even kidding. I actually don't.
Okay. Well, that's cool, man. How did we get there? Oh, yeah, because I said I wanted to move to Toronto and then drop that bomb on me.
Yeah, I did. You dropped the
See,
bomber.
it's kind of terrifying seeing how expensive everything is in Toronto.
You just licked that bottle.
No, not like this. That's my bottom lip.
Like, okay, you lipped it then.
Yeah. It's kind of terrifying seeing how expensive everything is in Toronto.
Yeah, kind of sucks. Kind of sucks.
Your voice cracked a little. Are you sure it only kind of sucks, or is it?
I'm in financial ruin.
That actually makes sense.
I don't know. Yeah, I sort of feel like you definitely pay for the experience of it all. You know what? I mean, like, what did I say? It's actually really far. They can't hear you. It's really far away. You pay for the experience of it all, is all I was gonna say. Like it's kind of expensive, but I think it's worth it to kind of move out. If it's something you really enjoy, I didn't expect them to be like gone this long. It's kind of, I don't know. So when I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you. You can definitely cut this out. Yeah. Oh, hey. Are you good or?
Yep. What's up? Continue.
I was just
For the experience or some shit like that.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Do you
Awesome.
have like somewhere to go or?
Hmm?
Do you have somewhere to go? Or?
No, I've a pretty free day today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe just don't leave.
Hmm?
Don't leave me.
That's cool.
Have you
though.
noticed how much I fidget now that I'm in person? I'm
I
like super
guess.
fidgety.
The microphone's actually kind of blocking your hand, so I've been looking. But
Oh, I see.
I guess you are kind of fidgety.
That always
yeah.
bothered me because I remember in interviews, like I'm just naturally very fidgety and like I move my hands a lot.
Mm.
But I remember one of the first, you know, they did like mock interviews to like prepare you for the interview process. I did an interview where I knew I was really fidgety and I didn't want to be like this the whole time. So I tried to put my hands here, but instead what I was doing, she told me, like, this is her feedback to me, was that the whole time you were going like this.
Oh, nice.
And it was because my hands were really sweaty.
Yeah.
So then I was like kind of rubbing them. So I was talking like this the whole time. I'm like, shit, I don't know what to do because it makes me seem nervous, but most of the time I'm also just kind of playing with my hands.
I have a potential hack for that though.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Not that. Definitely not that. Wow, you suck these days, huh? So you actually did already mention that I talk with my hands. I'm currently kind of suppressing. I'm also leaning up, so it's a bit of a weird angle, but typically like when I'm sitting like this,
like what?
Like this.
Why do you have an accent?
I want them to hear me.
Okay.
I use my hands a lot when I talk, and that, I mean, effectively prevents you from fidgeting or doing other things with them that make you look nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, one thing I've never really fully understood is what I guess like the common view is of someone who speaks with their hands. Like, does that mean that they just are expressive? That's kind of what I thought. Or is there like potential negative?
I don't think there
association
is.
with it?
I literally did a public speaking workshop.
Yeah, nice.
I'm kind of
really?
expert
When?
in a way. I literally did like a week ago. It's pretty awesome.
Why is it that when I like specifically ask you for updates, you have nothing, and then sprinkling through our conversation, you have all this cool stuff?
Just like I like to keep my life kind of like fluid in a way. So
Forget I
you know
asked.
what I mean?
Forget I asked. Continue.
Oh.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was actually pretty cool. The first thing I learned about delivery, or they split it up into 2 days, and the first day was how to do good delivery. The second day was like content. Content day was a bit more typical. It's kind of like you put things in terms of stories rather than and this is for like public speaking. So if you're making a speech, whatever. So the idea is kind of like bring a story behind anything you have to make it like, you don't need everything to be a story, but you kind of think of it in 2 ways. Whatever the points you're trying to make, you bring that into like a sort of a path. So like you have one point that leads into one point, and then like they all kind of are related. And then the other ones is like frame things in an actual story. So like use something you experienced or someone experienced to explain something, whatever.
Right.
That was a content day. The first day, which I thought was cooler, was delivery. And the biggest thing that they were mentioning was that to make your delivery engaging, you literally have to you have to think about one thing, and that's just to have a suit on. And that don't leave again. Okay, no, the one thing you have to focus on is to have variation. So have variation in how you express yourself physically.
Oh, cool.
Right? So even if you're going like this the whole time, they're saying that's also not necessarily good, because you want to vary it. You want to like change it. So if you're kind of like calm for a little bit, and then like at that exciting point, then you kind of like bring it up.
True, yeah.
Same with your voice, like the volume levels.
Yeah.
The like literally how fast you're talking, and then like how slow you bring it down.
Yeah.
basically.
Say something about wearing a suit, I'll kill you. Do it. You look so nervous. Do it. Say it. I dare you.
Oh,
Thank you.
basically, you have to wear a suit.
Cut
Cut that audio part.
Artio.
Audio.
What is pretty cool though, that makes sense. So I've been wondering.
I don't know why we brought that up. I have no idea.
You asked if I noticed that you're fidgety, and then I said I talk with my hands,
Oh,
and then you
right,
let us
right,
into
right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good callback. Kunal.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You noticed?
I think that I do a lot of that stuff, which is good.
It's good. Yeah.
But someone, after a meeting at work,
Mhm.
this was a couple of weeks ago, but they were asking me if I had taken like a public speaking like course or
A
like
public speaking course?
Pretty
Yeah, I don't think so.
ironic that that's the word I flubbed.
I know.
Like a public speaking thing or like a leadership thing. And I
Yeah.
was like, no. They're like, oh, well, I thought
Well,
you
this
did because
person's
I'm taking a
gassing you
course
up.
right now. And it seems like
You
you've
already
taken
fucking
it.
have
That's
it now.
awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm
it
kinda
came
like-
naturally to you and like.
Yeah, I guess I'm,
that's
like, pretty
fucking
cool.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I'm pretty, what was what were you about to say?
So okay, you're a big shot at work now. We all know it.
I guess.
Why don't I put you through a little challenge?
Okay.
To see how much you're bullshitting.
Let's do it.
So you're a product manager, right?
Sure.
So you manage product.
Yeah.
And so you manage, I guess, developers. Like, who else are you talking to like make sure that the stuff you're working on is successful? Kyle, give me like a 10-second. Who do you work with? What is it you do?
10 seconds?
10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I talk to people. They fuck me, dude. You can't, Christ.
You talk to people, they fuck you, dude. That's what you said.
So I think there's a couple of ways to look at product management. I hate how my
I
voice
didn't ask
just
this whole,
changed.
for the whole fucking thing, man.
I'll give you a quick rundown. You ask me the question, you're gonna get the whole answer. Some people think it's just working with your engineers to make a product. I don't fully agree with that. I think that if you think product management is self-contained within a company, then you might not be as successful as someone who works with their engineers to drive the features that they want, but then also works with different stakeholders, like customer success team, like a team that actually talks to your customers.
What kind of stakes do they hold?
They hold
Flaming on
steak and
ribeye.
You laughed. I think it's important to just keep everyone engaged in the process throughout the organization. It
Okay.
gives you.
So names some people.
You want me to name names?
What are the stakeholders other than your engineering team?
Oh, like a
You get it, you're a
customer,
fucking trendsetter.
like a customer success team. They're dealing with your customers on a day-to-day
Okay,
basis. They see
okay.
how the marketplace is moving. They know what
Yeah.
their customers are saying about your product and how it's good and how it could be better. And you can use that
This is good.
information
This
to
is good.
drive forward.
Drive forward.
What are you saying this is good for?
I'm just
You're scaring me. Okay, there. I answered your
customer
question.
success of engineering.
Yeah, you have like a services team that helps troubleshooting specific issues for
Yeah,
customers, and
yeah.
you can work with them to understand what typically breaks more and what they would like to see
Okay.
incorporated. And maybe
So what's like a product you worked on recently? I'm gonna put you through a scenario and we'll see how you deal with.
well, put me through the scenario. I think it'll be better.
Well,
if
like
I
I
don't.
want to see what the product is first of all.
Well, I don't know if I should talk about my specific.
Okay, we'll think of an example of something.
Okay, how about a technology that you put in a plant,
Yeah.
and you get all sorts of data
Oh, perfect.
about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
plant, like its temperature
Okay.
and other stuff like that.
So, like, let's say I'm your developer, right?
Okay.
So, how do you kickstart the kind of the process?
Oh, so
No, I'm really excited to work with you. By the way, like, I've heard a lot of good things.
Shut
And,
up.
like, you work.
sorry about that, man. My bad.
Okay. This is
Continue.
the first like.
Sorry,
time
you know
I'm
what?
speaking to you,
Yeah,
so-
can we start over? Okay, 3, 2, 1, start over.
No.
No, seriously, let's
I
just.
mean, you could say that. I'm still gonna remember. What you
Okay,
said.
okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to establish like a joking relationship with you, and I went about it the wrong way.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry, you were saying?
I mean, let's just like kind of keep it professional. Like, I don't.
You
I don't
got
really
it.
wanna
No,
joke,
absolutely.
'cause-
Yeah. Yep. So I'm sorry, you were saying. I didn't want to cut you off.
Well, I was just saying I was excited to work with you.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
excited to work with you too. Yeah. So let me just walk you through. We have this upcoming release, right?
You're not handing me anything, so this is virtual. Like we're speaking on Zoom. So
Yep.
I don't know what you just moved to your like. You
So I
moved to
just
your table.
can you see my screen? I'm sharing my screen. Walking through the PowerPoint
Okay.
I put together.
Yeah.
So I now have all this information on the PowerPoint about our roadmap and what to
Mhm.
expect and the features
Mhm.
we're adding and why we're adding them. You don't decide.
So why are we adding them?
That's what I'm going to tell you. I
Okay.
don't want to just tell you here are features, go make them. I want you to understand the value that we're getting out of them, why they're important to be in our product, and really what the significance would be of you accomplishing the task of creating all of this. So I just want to make sure we have that common ground before we move forward.
I don't want to work with you.
What? This is slide 1. This is only slide 1. We got 10 more slides to go, Buster.
Okay, we'll see. Like, don't call me Buster. Remember, I said no joking. So.
You just said you don't want to work with me. That's obviously a joke because
It
you lost
wasn't.
your mind if you don't think you want to work with me.
This is how you work with the other colleagues?
Ass? Huh?
I'm filing an HR
You
complaint.
ass A? No, yeah. Party in the U. Ass A.
So that went really badly.
Yeah.
That went really badly.
Really poorly. Yeah.
So okay, so that's how you deal with your engineers.
No, of course
Okay,
not.
so let's see the customer success. So
Sure.
let's say I'm a customer success manager.
Why don't I put you on the spot, huh?
Because you're
It's
the
enough.
Mr. Product Manager over here.
Well, and what are you, Mr.
Well, I'm putting on multiple hats of all these different stakeholders.
Multiple
So let's say
hats?
I
So
was,
I'm one of your stakeholders. Talk to me about whatever it is
I
that
don't
you
have
do.
stakeholders.
You just
I work for a services team. I do jack shit other than help the clients and with really big.
Okay, I'm your client. I'm your client with a really big problem. Ready?
Fuck you.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah. No, I'm the consultant. I tell you what to do. I tell you what to do.
I am effective immediately no longer working with your company.
That happened recently. That actually happened recently.
Really?
Not with me.
Right. Well,
But
if
I
you-
lost a lot of clients. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Congrats, dude.
Congrats.
I have a scenario for you.
Okay.
Or not a scenario. So remember when we were literally just about to, well, we hit record on all of those. And as you're about to hit record there, I started laughing. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll talk to you about this revelation during the podcast. Do you remember when that happened?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So I had a question for us and it's on my phone. And my phone is not obviously accessible to me. So I can't actually read it to you. But it's a special question because it comes from someone I know.
And you remember what it is?
Kind of. I'm not gonna be able to read it as nicely as I would have with the whole message
That's
in front
okay.
of me. Essentially,
coals.
huh?
You kind of ruined it. I was doing like a good like
Shut
delivery.
up. So essentially, this is a girl who is in.
Nice.
You have a girlfriend
Like a-
now. You can't.
Not for me.
You can't be this. Why are you looking there? No one
Wow.
is sitting there, dude. Wait, I want
Forget it. Forget it because you're dumb.
Forget it because you don't know what you're talking about. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry.
Small little edits.
So, so there's this girl.
My sister's small.
Do you think I didn't know that this entire time?
Yeah,
Simone and I
well,
talk
just
all the
for-
time.
Just for the
Yeah, Simone and I are good friends. We have a snap streak actually. What, dude?
yeah, Simone, you can cut this too. Like
Huh?
she's been contacting me and telling you like one more kind of move in that way. Like
Yeah.
she's going to file a
I
restraining
sent
order.
her a good morning streak snap today.
Like seriously, this is the last. Like, don't contact her anymore.
yeah, I've
She's
just been
we're
thinking
seriously.
about.
She's scared for.
It's pretty cool that the sun's coming out now. I
It's
thought it was
not.
going to
We're
be
in the
cloudy all
basement.
day. No, you can see at the very bottom over there the sunlight at the corner of that wall. Yeah,
Okay, so this girlfriend of yours, what did she say?
no, it's not my girlfriend. She has a boyfriend, and she
that's
doesn't
you.
feel good about this. But they are going to likely be going different ways after school. And they
Wow.
have essentially put an expiration date on the relationship, but they're still
Interesting.
dating.
Oh, they're still seeing each other. Okay.
So the question is really, what's the best way out of this? Should we continue doing what we're doing, which is have an expiration date? And I have very honestly passionate thoughts about this. Yeah, but I'm gonna let you go first. So the question is,
Okay.
do we keep this expiration date and keep dating, and then just when that day comes, say goodbye, or go about this a different way? You have 30 seconds.
It sounds like they already made the decision to keep going.
Right.
But regardless, I guess.
But I
thinking
think
about your questions-
ultimately, like, that decision could change if she feels like it could be done a better way. Then she might change that. But that's pretty much.
That's tough. I feel like I've heard this before, and I've known people that have done this before. I feel like the typical advice is, if you know you're going to break up, then just break up. But I think it really depends, like, what you guys want out of it going forward. Like, is the reason they're breaking up because of distance, sort of thing, or is it just because, they feel like things aren't going to work out, they still want to be single, like,
Right.
whatever. Are you like taking notes, or?
Continue.
Yeah, this really feels like therapy now.
Continue.
I guess I just have this underlying, like, guilt.
What?
Oh, it's not the therapy? Oh, I'm still answering the question.
Oh no, it is. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's dive deep.
Yeah, I just feel like some of the people I keep in my life, sorry, that's gonna really fuck with the audio.
Oh,
So
you're probably
just
right.
Get the
Huh?
fuck away.
Okay.
Actually, like, I'm gonna. Okay, no, back to the question. Yeah, I feel like it depends, because I could see a world where I feel like I've known friends, like, because this never happened to me, but I've known friends that have been in relationships with an expiry date, but it's almost kind of like we're just gonna have fun with each other. But ultimately, there's almost kind of like an excitement to be single, sort of thing. Because it's like, they're moving to some new chapter, whatever, like they might be moving or like whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of good, but I guess I would feel that if it's kind of just like someone wants to be single, or like you're moving away or
Right.
whatever, I guess I'm just tiptoeing. I really don't have an answer to this. I think it really depends.
You want me to start?
Yes.
I got you.
I just realized I circled around this
Yeah.
for so long.
Well, no, I mean, I think
That's tough.
that's actually probably, if I was one asking the question, hearing your response just now would kind of make me feel less crazy, because that just kind of goes to show how confusing of a situation it could be.
Yeah.
Like you trying to mind map it right now and really just went in a circle. I think that's why people find themselves in this situation. My personal belief, like you said, there is this common like perspective on this, where if you have an expiration date, just break up. I very strongly agree with that. What? Okay.
No, you agree with that.
I feel like
Wait, with what? What I said?
with that sentiment that if
Oh.
you have an expiration date, just do it now.
Right.
And here's
I think I would
why.
agree too.
I just genuinely don't see what you're getting out of it. I get it. You know it's going to have to end on an X amount of days, months, weeks, whatever, but you just want to continue to have fun with this person. You love this person, you care about for as long as you can before you're inevitably like you have to go different ways, or in this case, have to possibly move to different locations. I get that, but you have a chance, in my mind, to start the process now. And what I mean by that is, if you're moving in 2 months to go to a new place, fresh start for work, you have a chance to start the whole grieving process and breakup process now, and hopefully be in a better place mentally 2 months from now, when you're, as opposed to going in with a fresh, like where you maybe should have a fresh start going into this new situation, but you really don't, because you're still holding on to that last thing from your past that you didn't let go of until today because you put an expiration date on it. That's number one. Number two, I've never been in this situation, but the notion I get just from the outside looking in is, when you have the thought that your relationship has an expiration date, immediately, like, this is just how I see it. Maybe this is completely wrong, but when you know it's going to end, you already are starting to get like that mindset of being single back into your head. And so it's like, you might not shut yourself off from like a new opportunity or a new person to start seeing. Like, you might start maybe you come across someone at a bar or something while you still have 2 months left before your expiration date, and you start to get to know them. You're like, wow, this is a really cool person, and I might just want to start to get to know this person after these 2 months are up. But you've technically mentally already started that process while you're still with someone who you just shouldn't be with. So you're allowing yourself to kind of get that single mindset in, but you're still in a relationship for no reason, in my opinion. No reason. Like you're not, there's no benefit in doing this. And if it's really just for the simple fact of wanting to keep that person in your life for as long as you can, I think the mature thing to do is still break up, but then just stay friends, or at least involved in your lives to the point where you don't feel like you fully let go, but you're also still letting yourself get over the person. Because if you just break up and then you continue to see each other every day and you maybe even hook up or something, like you're not getting over that person. So regardless, you can say you're broken up, but two months from now, you want to process your grief. Like it'll hit you when you're actually gone. And so that's why I feel like I don't see the benefit, and I feel like there's better ways to work through it than saying, we know 2 months from now this relationship will be void, it will be null, but we'll drag it out until then, and then I'll be sad once I leave and I'm going off to this fresh start. That's fine. Yeah.
You nailed it. You nailed it, dude. That was fucking perfect. Give me a.
Yes.
Here's my notes. Because you missed some spots.
You said I nailed it. This is how you are at work? That's so misleading.
You weren't wearing a suit when you said. No, I'm just kidding.
I hate you.
Dude. No, here's what I would say. I actually think that's a really, really good point. I would even say you should have leaned into that a little bit more. This is like I'm giving you feedback. But I guess thinking about what you said, I would lean into your point. I'm saying I agree with you so much that even the point you made about like, oh, and you guys can stay friends, I would even say just like, fuck that.
Yeah, I get it.
Because I think that's a great point. Say if you have 2 months left and there's some sort of reason that the two of you are leaving, you want to be ready to hit the ground running on that next chapter. Exactly. You don't want to have those lingering kind of like grieving processes. And if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out sort of thing for those 2 months, then you're just like delaying all that, and you can't really like be sort of fresh for your next experience, so to speak. So I think that is a really good point. Yeah, and I would even say don't be friends. Like cut each other off. I mean, whatever. Like I wouldn't encourage this, I guess, but there's always like whatever. They're not gonna die. So like, if you really need something,
hopefully, you never know.
Knock on nothing. Don't.
Did it.
But whatever. Like, I think it's best to just cut it off clean, and then, you'll go through a tougher time over the next 2 months. Yeah. Before the actual transition to your next chapter in your life, and like that's actually more of like the ripping the Band-Aid rather than like peeling it off.
Yeah. I also feel like.
Because it's not even gonna be good. I mean, like you're not gonna feel good about that situation.
What are you getting out of those? That's what I mean. Like I genuinely don't get what you're getting.
If you're hooking up, if you're hanging together, like it's still always in the back of your head.
With the notion that, oh God, this is gonna end in 2 months.
Yeah.
I think there is something to the idea of starting and this is maybe a different question. So ultimately I do believe that it's in your best interest.
I do believe. What's that from? I do declare. It's like they'll get it.
I just really hate you sometimes. Why do you look so surprised?
Fucked up to hear. It's kind of fucked up to hear.
I mean, I maybe this is a different question. Actually, it kind of is. So I would say we've maybe closed the book on that, right? I think we're both of the mindset that it's best to just rip the Band-Aid off now. Like if you're gonna go all in. There's no point in really setting up an expiration date and then just signing yourself up to be sad 2 months from now to be happy now. I personally, and that's even maybe another angle is we were looking at it from the perspective of you have a fresh start coming in 2 months, you're moving somewhere. Maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just as simple as like maybe not. So I guess I was kind of thinking of it in the mindset of like you're moving to a different province or country altogether, like a full fresh start. Maybe you're just moving to a different town for university. Like let's go smaller scale, right? I still think that, would you say that changes your perspective at all? If you go smaller scale, like we're both living in town X and you're moving to a town 20 minutes away for university, and we just probably won't be able to handle the distance because I'm not going there. So let's just break up 2 months from now. Would you say, for me, the same concept applies, but I'm curious to know if that changes.
No, I think it's the same because it's almost like at that point, like there's two scenarios. One is like there's something crazy, like not crazy, but there's sort of a significant change that's going to make you guys break up, even though you don't want to.
Exactly.
And then that seems like kind of not that significant of change where you could fight for it and keep it together. But if you guys want to break up based on that, then it's like you should just be doing it now anyway.
The second that
it's
that
crazy
thought is
that
there, yeah,
you literally just like all you had to do was talk and explain your point, and now I completely agree.
Yeah.
Like I was going in circles, and now I'm like so sure of myself.
I'm like really smart.
I guess you complete.
Huh?
You're smarter.
I complete you.
I didn't say that.
You have a girlfriend. I don't know why I'm looking over there, but like, you have a girlfriend, dude. I can't be completing you anymore. I mean, complete yourself.
I was kidding. That's why.
Okay, good.
And
as long as you were joking, that's fine. I think the other perspective, huh?
the other perspective.
What did you just say?
I didn't say
Under your
anything.
breath, you said something.
I didn't say anything.
Are you?
Completely.
Stop.
Completely. I didn't
I
say
can
anything.
hear you.
I'm wiping my
For
mouth.
those of you who are, I just kind of did it too. I said for those who are listening at home, and I looked at the microphone.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
You're so stupid, man. For those of you who are listening at home, he's covering his hand and he keeps saying, "You complete me." Like
I didn't.
this. Okay, so can I move on?
Yeah.
Can I move on? I didn't answer my question, dude.
You can.
I think.
Go.
Okay. I think the other question that I have, actually, this one is coming from. I'm gonna ignore what you're doing right now. This one is coming from so I couldn't really speak to the whole expiration date thing. I've never experienced it, but I have experienced this. So this is kind of my next question, but it kind of ties in. Overall, when you have agreed mutually to end your contract with someone in a relationship, and you have,
Which is normal.
Effectively, I have typically made previous ex-girlfriends sign.
Is this why things didn't go well with?
I mean, essentially, yeah. She asked
Ripped
me
up the
how I was
contract in your
feeling, and I
face.
said, "Why are you asking me? I sent you a contract. Check the mail." She blocked me so fast.
Oh.
Once someone is out of your life, whether as you were dating and you broke up, or you were maybe approaching that phase and then just stopped, do you agree with, and this is a loaded question because this is so common and there's so many different elements to this, but do you agree or disagree with my newfound perspective from experience, that it's best to just similarly rip the band-aid off, go all in, cut off communication in pretty much every situation? Otherwise, you really can't effectively grow or heal from that or move on. And I don't know if that's too cynical, and I'm just thinking of it way too extreme because of whatever I might have experienced in the past. But my view is, if you still have that person in your life, even in the smallest capacity, like I'm saying, you don't even talk every day, but you still follow each other on Instagram, for example, and you shouldn't be thinking about them, but maybe you are when you're posting like a story or something, and you have them in the back of your mind of like, oh, I hope they see this, or I really want them to maybe respond to this, even though we're not talking. And I feel like having them in your life, even to the smallest capacity of being followed on Instagram, doesn't allow you to move on from a thought like that. And I feel like if you want to really get over someone, you need to move on from literally every single one of those little thoughts, no matter big or small, it doesn't matter. And that can't be done in my mind without getting them like completely just wiped clean. They don't exist to you anymore. You don't talk.
You are dead to me.
You really, like, you don't talk, you don't follow each other. Like that's, but I don't know if that's too like cynical.
I don't know, because I honestly, like, I hear that and it feels like too much. Yeah, no, just ruin the fucking show. Like we have to stop now.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
But that is what I did.
To
and
me,
I felt guilty about it, but I feel like it was for the best.
Yeah. But
and I don't, I'm like, I don't know if I know anyone that has kept their ex in their lives and it's worked successfully, if that makes sense. And maybe there is, but I definitely can't think of
I'm
one
trying
right
to think
now.
if I have. Maybe I feel like I do, but even if I don't,
Because to me, like, yeah, the reason I think it's the best way to do it is because you have to fully let them go. And
yeah,
I feel like on either side, if you don't, and you're still following each other, you're still doing this and that
exactly.
together. It's kind of like there's always that thing. Even if you're like, I'm gonna unfollow you. Let's unfollow each other for a year and something. Because then in the back of your head, you're like, you know, in a year we'll talk again. Sort of thing.
Exactly. I wonder
Like
if
you have
things
to
will change.
really
or
let
something.
them go.
It has
Just
to be.
like,
That's so. My concern with that thought for me personally, and I didn't know if this was fair to myself, but my concern is if I have that perspective, I'm just too immature to be mentally strong enough to still consider someone else as like, how do I, okay, without getting specific, what I'm referring to when I keep saying from my experience, it was the case of it wasn't a mutual agreement that I completely removed that person from my life. Like that was a decision I made. I realized I had to make, and the other person really didn't want that. Like they'd still like to remain friends and talk. Like so, but I forced it into a situation where it was like completely quit cold turkey. And then at first I was like, you know what? I just did the right thing. I did the right thing for myself, and I really wasn't going to grow otherwise. But then the other concern that just kept eating away at me was maybe I'm just immature. Like I'm sure people make it like work where they can have, they can consider the other person's feelings and still keep that person in their lives and then maybe keep them on social media or whatever, but then grow and get over it themselves without having to maybe hurt someone else by cutting them out completely. And so then that was my thought, or at least concern is like, is that maybe that's just a poor reflection on me? Like I need to grow up and.
No, I feel like I sort of felt the same way. What like how I feel that now, or how I feel about that now, hearing that from I guess my perspective, which is different than yours, which is the person who actually made the decision, is I think the mature thing to do is to make the decisions that is going to let you move on.
Yeah.
And so you could try and force and be like, no, I'm mature enough to stay friends and whatever. But if you feel like you want to cut cold turkey in order to give yourself that freedom and to move on, then that is the right move.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. And also I think it's because I get like hard on myself sometimes. Oh man, I really shouldn't start that sentence like that. I get hard on myself sometimes. I get tough on myself sometimes. I get tough on stop, fix your face, dude. I get tough on myself sometimes.
You tug on yourself?
Tough. Sometimes I get tougher on myself than I need to, admittedly, but I still do it. Because if you had asked me, like if you had just said everything I did, I would have pretty much probably given the same advice. Like you need to do what's best for you. You need to consider your own mental health in that situation, and whatever is going to support you is what I think you should do. I think it's just when I get tough on myself, it automatically becomes like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, sure, you're doing what's best for you and that's your process and that's fine, but maybe your process is just bad. Like maybe your process is what it is because you need to grow up. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that just go through, I don't know, everyone's mind, but my mind sometimes. So that's why it's just kind of like a toss up for me, I guess. I don't know.
It could be. I also feel that like, even if it's a bit extreme, I feel like there's been enough cases where like things have gotten messy because they haven't quit cold turkey that it, you know, I think we know now.
Yeah.
Because even if like we have friends that, or we know people that have kept their exes in their lives and it's been good.
Yeah.
I bet you we've heard at least double of those that have kept them in their lives and then it's been messy.
Fair. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, I do know someone.
Names, numbers, addresses.
I have their SIN number, but that's
how did you do that?
Well, they didn't give it to me. They just.
Oh
Anyways.
No! Oh,
I'll tell you after.
No, dude, you're
judging me. You robbed school buses.
Fair. That's honestly fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Well,
and I made it work. Is that ultimately how it ended?
Yeah. Cool. But it was really weird at first.
Yeah.
I'll really not go into details. Like the way the transition happened was really weird, but then they're at a mature place now.
Nice.
So I mean, whatever. I guess it works sometimes, but
this was therapy for me. No.
That will be $300.
It was okay. That wasn't therapy for me. That actually sucked for me. You owe me.
Still billable.
You suck, man. That is actually, that's our time. I noticed
You're talking away from the mic.
we let time get away from us, actually. I actually don't know how long it's been, but I know it's been.
I don't have my glasses. I can't see.
Really? Nerd. Well, that's it. That was our return.
That was it.
Ladies and
Let's do
gentlemen,
this,
we're gonna leave again for 3 months, but we'll be back better than ever in this basement 3 months from now, coming to you live, saying we're back.
Hopefully it won't be so fucking cold.
Still, I gave you a latte.
Cold.
I gave you a latte.
A lot of what?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. And not just listening, but watching this episode. Okay. Just gonna put this out there. I am praying that you are actually listening to this and watching this, and that everything everything went right.
Didn't work out.
Because a lot went into making this happen. But even if it doesn't go up, you know what? At least I still got to see you, right?
Yes, yeah.
You were not happy.
Yeah. Well, it's probably the only time I'll get to talk to you.
Yeah,
like,
probably. Yeah.
No, because like you work during the day, right?
Yeah.
And then
So do you,
I guess you
brother.
work out.
I do.
For a bit.
You work out.
And
too.
so yeah, you have no fucking time to answer my calls in between that.
I answer them. Or I call back.
You call back like 2 months later.
Daniel's sister, if you could just please stop recording her. You put me
said
on
you know her
blast
name.
for that.
You said you know her name.
You told me to stop saying it. Sorry, I did it again. We're gonna end here. Thanks for listening and watching this episode of the I May Regret This Guys, if you missed us, honestly, fill our egos. Let us know. If you want us back, we won't listen, but still tell us. It's just nice to know that you're missed and that you're not giving the people what they want. You know what I mean? So definitely, just lay it all on us. Dan, you have anything to say to the people? Maybe actually look at them this time. Make it personal, make a connection.
If there's one thing I have to say to you guys.
Nice. This is real. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the I May Regret This podcast. We will see you next week for yet another episode.
Oh, it was the last time I'm here.